Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to our first writer's workshop. Today, we are going to start our first lesson using a piece of paper or a whiteboard, and you can use a pencil or markers on paper, or you can use your dry erase marker or your whiteboard. So go ahead and go get those. I'll wait just a minute. All right, now today we're going to start by learning how to draw things. And here's the funny thing, you draw these things all the time, but you might not realize they can make other things. So our first shape we are going to draw today is a circle. Now I know you've been working on circles and other shapes with Mrs. J in math class. Now we're going to use them to draw pictures for when we're writing, because guess what? Pictures can tell stories too. So you're going to start working on telling stories by drawing pictures. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is, if you're using your whiteboard, you can do the same exact thing, but make sure you take a picture of your homework at the end and post it, because you have 2 things for homework today. So start by putting a big plus sign or a really goofy T on your paper. Now I'm just using the top of my paper because I'm going to use the bottom of my paper to do something else. You can use your whole paper. If you have, let's see, if you have a blank piece of paper like this, you can just do the whole thing, or you can do it in half, because we're going to do 2 different shapes today. If you're using your whiteboard, use one side and then take a picture when you're done, and then erase it and do it again with our other shape. So let's get started. Our first shape is a circle. So let's get started. We're going to start by making some numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way you know where to put things, and when I look at your homework, I know you did the right thing for homework. So in box number 1, I just want you to draw me a circle. Let's see if you know how to do it. Look at that, you did it. Awesome job. So now in box 2, we're going to draw a face. Let's see how a face works. So I'm going to do it first, then you do it. So the first thing we have to do is draw the head. What shape did we use? You're right, it's a circle. Now I want some eyes. So let's see. Most people have how many eyes? 2. So we need 2 more circles. You do it. Now I need a nose. So now we're not going to draw a nose like we know, like a real nose. We're just going to draw a little circle for a nose. What else do faces need? A mouth. Now if you are drawing your mouth open, like like saying the letter sound A, you could have an open mouth, which would be a circle. But I'm going to draw some because I'm so happy to see you. Now, what do you have here? 2 ears. I'm going to draw ears. And the last thing, you need your hair. So let's see. And there's a face. See, you can draw a face by just using different shapes. You got this. All right, the next thing we're gonna draw, what else? Ooh, you know what? I'm thinking about, if we talked about this last week in one of our morning meeting questions, I think, our closing circle. Pizza. Who likes pizza? Now, most of the time when you get a pizza, what shape is it? A circle. So draw a circle. Now, I personally like pepperoni. That's my favorite. So what shape is pepperoni? Circles. So I'm going to draw lots of little circles on my pizza. Now, just so that people really know that it's a pizza, I'm going to draw some lines like I cut my pizza. And it might not be perfect, and that's okay. This side of the pizza is the side of pizza I want, because those are the bigger pieces, right? Just kidding. All right, your homework today in box number 4, you need to draw me a sun. You can even color it the right color of a sun. What color is a sun? Our sun's purple or blue or green? Probably not, but you could get away with maybe a little red, but mostly orange and yellow, right? So in here, it's your homework. I'm going to write the word homework here. And I'm going to write the word sun. Now, if you really want to get some extra points, you could label your page. And this would be labeled circle because this is the shape we're learning. So, since you are listening to this, you get to stop it. So I want you to pause the video for a minute, and you can ask your adult to take a picture if you used a whiteboard. If you didn't use a whiteboard, you can keep going and do the next part of our assignment. So the next part of your assignment is our next shape. So if you're using a notebook like I am, you can turn your page over. If you have a plain piece of paper, you can flip it over. Or if you are using just a regular sheet of paper and you decided to use it like I did, where I use the upper half, then just use the bottom half. But now we're going to move on to our next shape. You ready? So this shape has 3 sides. I wonder what it could be. Only one shape we learned about has only 3 sides. And they're straight lines, so they don't go, they're not curved. So 1, they have to connect, 2, 3. I wonder what shape that is. A triangle. Great. So just like before, you're going to make 4 boxes on your paper. Go ahead. And you're going to label your boxes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you want, you can label it homework, but you don't have to. I'm doing that because then when I check it, I remember, because I'm doing this video ahead of time so that you guys have it on Monday. All right, ready? We are just going to draw a triangle in box number 1. Now, how many sides does a triangle have? 3. And we said they are straight. They're not curvy or swiggly. They are straight sides, and they all have to connect. So start at the top, curve down and stop. Go over and curve back up to make a triangle. Now, the good thing about this is we're learning. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can just erase, or you can just try again. See? All right. Now we have to think of some things that are 3 sides and straight, like a triangle. So, I know one. This you might see out on Lake Michigan in the summertime. Not so much now because it's getting a little chilly. I saw one the other day driving home from school. So the bottom part is not a triangle, but what's up on top is a triangle. What's this? That's the sail on a boat. So how about you try and do that? See if you can match mine. You ready? All right, the next thing we're going to do is draw something else that is a triangle, or you might see it looks kind of like a triangle. Ready? So I'm going to start like this, and then I'm going to go like this. Anybody guess? What is it? Cheese. It's holy cheese, like a triangle of cheese. Go ahead and draw it. Good job. All right, the last thing you're going to do for your homework is you're going to draw me some trees that are triangle. I'll give you a hint. You might see them at Christmas time. So in box number 4, I want you to draw me 3, 1, 2, 3 trees that are shaped like a triangle. And again, if you want to be kind of tricky, you can label your paper. You know why it's tricky? Because we haven't learned all of these letters yet. So if you want to write this, you're being tricky, like a T for triangle. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you for Writer's Workshop on Wednesday. Bye, guys.